This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet." Matthew 24, verse 7. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places." Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makar and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Ba'ashem, in the name of Hamashiach Kamashai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Hamash Makadosh in tongue. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles, Barak and I say Shalom. And this is a recent news article as from English.news.cn from Asia and Pacific. Source from Z-Hound as of July the 6th, 2025, it reads, it says Yemen's Houthis claim hypersonic missile attack on Israel. It says Yemen's Houthis armed forces claim responsibility on Sunday morning for a hypersonic ballistic missile attack on Israel, which was reportedly intercepted early in the day by the Israel Defense Force. It says in a statement here by the Houthi-run al-Bashar TV Houthi military spokesperson Yari Shari said the missile was targeted at Ben Gurion Airport in central Israel. He claimed the attack has achieved its objective, temporarily halting air traffic into Israel and causing thousands of Israelis to rush to shelter before dawn. Sharia emphasized that the Houthis will continue to launch such attacks in support of the Palestinian people in Gaza until the ongoing war and blockage against the enclave are ended. He also warned that the Houthi forces are prepared for any potential escalations by Israel. It says the missiles was launched earlier in the day, and al-Mashar TV report before dawn Israel time. Israel Channel 12 reported that a projectile fire from Yemen has been intercepted by the Israeli defense systems through the sharpening from the missile caused a fire near Jerusalem. No further details were provided. It says no casualties has been reported. On Saturday, Israel and Hamas reached on the agreement to resume talks in Qatar regarding the hostages and a ceasefire. The Houthis, who control much of northern Yemen, has been targeting Israel since November 2023 to show solidarity with the Palestinians, amending the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict in Gaza. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but then is not yet." Right, so that's what we're going to be seeing modern day wars and rumors of wars, especially between the Houthi rebels going against the Israel Defense Force. And that's what we've been seeing. So these tensions are only going to escalate because the Houthi rebel leader says long as the Israel Defense Force continue to use their aggression against the Palestinians, they're going to continue to support the Palestinians over there in the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, the Palestinian territory, which we've been seeing heavy raids been taking place, throughout the years recently. So that's only going to heat up the tension between the Houthi rebels and the Israel Defense Force. So these are signs of modern day wars and rumors of wars. And we're still going to have those tensions heating up over there in the Mediterranean Sea, over there in the Red Sea, because you got the Houthi rebels, which is fully controlled over there in northern Yemen. They're going to continue to use ballistic missiles and airstrikes against the Israel Defense Force as they continue to in solidarity with Iran and the Palestinians and Hamas, despite the fact it's going to start raining. Good. I would go for it, but if it's going to start raining, I checked the weather thing. It's going to rain around by like 5 o'clock. Then I just heard the lightning storm too. Yeah. Matthew 24 verse 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom." It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. But there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." Right, so that's what we're seeing, nation against nation, especially after Houthi rebels going against the Israel Defense Force. So we'll get that once again, Matthew 24 verse 6. "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars." Right, so this is an ongoing situation that's going to continue to heat up. What's been taking place for the past couple of years, and as recently as well too. So we're going to continue to see this increase, which we're so used to seeing it for the past couple of years. You know, the Houthi rebels going against the Israel Defense Force. You know, because they are in solidarity, especially for the past 2 years, as you know, that long war between Israel and Israel, between the war between Hamas and Israel Defense Force was lasted, for about almost 2 years, 18 months, even though they came to a ceasefire. And then the escalation heated up once again. Then once again, they are in the processing stages of another potential 60-day ceasefire. And I believe Benjamin Netanyahu went to Washington, D.C., so he's on his way to Washington, D.C. to speak to Donald Trump, to have some more talks, to check on more progress between the ceasefire agreements between potentially Hamas and the Israel Defense Force. But as of right now, we definitely see the Israel Defense Force have their rising tension against Houthi rebels. This is a proactive move, and we're definitely seeing more signs of that. Yep, Matthew 24 verse 7. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." Right, that's what we're seeing, nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. In modern day wars, rumors of wars. And this is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, in verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty man, all the men of war draw near, have come up." Right, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the Heavenly Father's putting that warlike mindset of these arms of nations. And that's why we're seeing the rising tensions between the pro-life reigning groups, which is the Houthi rebels, going against the Israel Defense Force, because they're going to continue to be in solidarity with the Palestinians. But you're still going to have Israel Defense Force using heavy raids, heavy airstrikes, which they've been doing as of lately, because the death toll has been going up for the Israel Defense Force using airstrikes on those Palestinian people over there in that area. So that's why you're still going to have the Houthi rebels in solidarity against they're going to be in solidarity with the Palestinian people, because you're still going to have the Israel Defense Force continue to do heavy raids over there, unjustly killings, unjustly airstrikes, which they've been doing as of lately, especially for the past couple of weeks. So we definitely see these tensions are only going to escalate between the Houthi rebels going against the Israel Defense Force. This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." Joel 3, verse 10. It says, "Beat your plow, says, and the swords, and the pointers, and the spears, let them be stand strong." Right, the Houthi rebels, let them be stand strong, rise up against the Israel Defense Force. So with that, hopefully this segment lesson was edifying. The English.news.cn from Asia Pacific, published July 6th. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I was just telling myself. We're going to start running around by 5 o'clock. Yeah. At 6 o'clock. Yeah. You might say no. If I what else?
I'm trying to sell my can, man.
Oh.
I'm trying to sell. I'm trying to get some money. I just put all my money back. I thought find you some more stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I would have went. Yeah, I would have went to the store for you burgers right now.
We should have named Scott. Maybe probably that's an old time.
Okay.
If it can, that's what I told you I'm probably sick.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get you some money. Oh, my money out. And my glasses. Why can't I give you shit? You bring it.
Hopefully this lesson is edifying. This recent news article from July the 6th, 2025, from Asia Pacific, source from See How. That's July the 6th, 26. Yeah, July the 6th, 2025. And it says again, the Yemen Houthis claim hypersonic missile attack in Israel. So that, like, give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kwakadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh. It is only begotten Son, Bahashem, and then Mashiach Kamshai. Those are the true names in the ancient Bible, Hebrew, Last one, Last one, Tony. And I say, Barak to the elders and apostles, while I can walk to the next time I'm saying, Shalom.